Hey, this is Marko, and we are here to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And I have to tell you, one thing I'm happy for right now is we're up here on the patio up above the YS office looking over the beautiful El Cajon Valley. And here we are late November, and it's 82 degrees here today. So just kind of rubbing that in your nose a little bit, those of you who are in freezing places today. It's a little surreal to have turkey when it's bathing suit weather outside for us. But there's a lot of things that I really am thankful for today, and in preparation for talking to you guys just a little bit, I was trying to think what I would say about being thankful, and I went to my trusty source of all knowledge, the Wikipedia, and looked up the word thanks, and I was really intrigued by this little definition of gratitude that was there on the Wikipedia page, specifically out of the world of psychology. It said that people experience gratitude when they receive a favor that is perceived to be four things. Listen to these. Number one, valued by the recipient. Number two, costly to the benefactor. Number three, given by the benefactor without benevolent intentions. And number four, or with benevolent intentions, and number four, given gratuitously rather than out of a role-based obligation. And as soon as I was reading that, it made me think of two things. First of all, how those so perfectly fit the gratitude that we get to experience for what Christ has done for us. I mean, when we think about the gift that God has given us of life, of being involved in the kingdom work of God, of being able to be called sons and daughters of God, this to be valued by the recipient, you and I, to get to experience this gratitude toward God. The fact that it was costly to the benefactor, clearly the gift of life that you and I received was very costly to our benefactor, that it was given with benevolent intentions. Man, no kidding, out of God's incredible, unending, unyielding love for you and me, and given gratuitously rather than out of some obligation. That's just such a perfect snapshot of the thankfulness that I feel, and I'm sure most of you feel today as we think about what God has given us. But another thing that it made me think about is the thankfulness that I have for you, and that we at Youth Specialties have for you, because of the way that you give yourself into the lives of teenagers. And it fits these same things, that what you give is valued by the recipient. And they're not very good at expressing that, right? I mean, teenagers don't often just come up to you and constantly lavish thanks on you and tell you how much your study on the Book of Lamentations changed their lives and stuff. But deep down in their souls, they are thankful. And if you stick around in the same ministry for a number of years, you start to hear those kids coming back and saying what an impact you had on their life. So they are thankful, and their parents are thankful too. That it's costly for the benefactor. What you give to teenagers is costly to you, and we know that. You give of your time, you give of your energy, you give of your faith, you give of your resources and all your financial, not too many financial resources, but you give of those too. And we see that, and we're thankful for what you give to kids out of just the goodness of your heart. And then that you give with benevolent intentions. You give to teenagers. We see this because you feel passionately called to help them figure out what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ, figure out what it means to walk through the messiness of adolescence and have something to hold on to. And then you give gratuitously and generously. And we just want you to hear today that we are so thankful for you. If nobody else is expressing this to you this Thanksgiving weekend, please hear it from us. God knows what you give. We see what you give, and we are so thankful for you. And I just pray that this weekend that you can experience a sense of thankfulness in your own spirit, in your own soul, as you ponder the vastness of what God has given to us, and also that you can be thankful for the spirit in which you give to teenagers, whether you hear that from them or not. So God bless you guys. Have a wonderful Turkey Day, and we just will be praying for you as you continue to move into these holidays, that it'll be a great time of ministry with teenagers. God bless.